Hey Scorpio, how's mommy's favorites? Missed y'all. This is your free extended for the super intense, in-depth full moon and Scorpio eclipse reading that I did on my main channel, SouthernStrega Tarot. Make sure you check that out first. That link will be in the description box below. This will be the book reading for all the beautiful oracle cards we pulled. So yeah, that's what we're doing. My voice is trash. I channeled for 13 straight hours during the eclipse to do those readings. And I didn't stop until all the signs were done. All right, and nobody's watching the video, so I'm so sad. I'm like, y'all only want to hear you versus them love connection readings. I'm over it. All right, so let's just get to your reading. If you guys want a personal reading, there's my contact info is also in the description box below. All right, so Scorpio, you guys pulled for your Moonology card, which was the first set of cards I pulled. You pulled the full moon in Cancer. At least you were in water energy, and at least you were in full moon energy, but you're in Cancer energy, so let's see what that means. It said a personal issue reaches a resolution, the full moon in Cancer. Things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign, so there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It is also heralding the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about it. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests both that a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and that it's a great time to move house. All right. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. It's big Empress energy with that. The way you can attune to the moon, it says it may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner. You're good at being sneaky, Scorps. You can do that. Additional meanings for this card: meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy. Stop sulking. Have you had enough family time lately? All right. The teaching, it says, the heightened emotions of the moon Cancer combination can't be ignored. However, Cancer is one of the moon's 2 home signs along with Taurus. So astrologically speaking, the moon loves to be in this sign. In fact, she rules Cancer. I'm a Cancer sun and a Scorpio moon. Moon does not like to be in Scorpio. This means that with this card, there's a sense that all is as it should be, or don't worry, all will soon be well. All right, that was your first message. And then I pulled you a zodiac sign and a planetary energy from the beautiful astrological oracle. All right. And you guys pulled Virgo in the reverse and Jupiter in the reverse. So let's see what it has to say about those. Virgo, the Virgin. Element is Earth. Planetary ruler is Mercury. Motto is I serve. Purity, clarity, and discriminating taste are the hallmarks of Virgo's elegant nature. Attention to detail and great intelligence combine to make Virgo insightful and articulate. A devotion to service and a gift for healing are counterpoints for the Virgo inclination to be overly critical, fussy, and persnickety. All right, so keep that in mind. And then you had Jupiter, the biggest planet, in the reverse. The king of the gods, Jupiter brings a jovial and generous abundance to all endeavors. When Jupiter smiles, all good fortune follows. Nobility of character is demanded by Jupiter, and he does not hesitate to hurl thunderbolts when human matters displease him. As a celestial body, this gigantic planet represents opportunity and expansiveness, the ability to bring even the most ambitious dreams into manifestation. Jupiter rules over matters of luck, optimism, and well-being. When Jupiter appears in your oracle reading, you can be assured that the benevolent powers of the cosmos are working with you as long as you stay true to your own highest purpose. With those energies combined, all right, with Jupiter in Virgo, it says, don't miss the big picture by obsessing over the details. How you gonna tell a Scorpio not to obsess? I love it to obsess. I'm obsessing over where my Beltane Oracle is. There it is. All right. Next card we pulled, Seasons of the Witch, the Beltane Oracle. And you guys pulled number 16, which was growth. And that says, let me show you the picture too, because it was really pretty. I'm using it as your title card for this video. It says expansion, number 16, growth, expansion. Inside myself, I've seen beauty with wounds, which speaks of my immortality in the expansive eternal song, softly bellowing in spirit. It says in ancient times, Beltane would have been considered to be the start of summer, the season of action, abundance, and energy. The universe will present you with opportunities in such a period of growth, but you must be willing to meet opportunity with commitment and passion. Make those calls, start researching, and be ready to make your pitch when you're put on the spot. Your dreams are out there for the taking, but you must be willing to do the work to see them grow. You have pulled growth to remind you that success lies outside of your comfort zone. This card is challenging you to reach for things that are much bigger than you'd normally go for. Do not worry about the outcome, but instead focus on what you can do today to be one step closer to the goal line. Just as farmers have to do heavy lifting during spring, pulling weeds, fertilizing crops, and monitoring growth, you will also need to expend energy to reap your harvest later down the road. Pulling growth together with bee or hand fastings is a sign that your path to success will involve the help of many others along your journey. Consider the help of mentor or develop new skills to expand your knowledge and abilities. No signs, I don't remember if any signs pulled those cards. I don't think that they did. It says for expansion and visualization, you got a bonus message with this one. Upon waking in the morning, close your eyes and visualize a small plant such as your favorite herb, flower, or tree. Notice its shape and color, how many leaves it has, and its height and width. Visualize giving your plant some water and sunlight for a few moments, then open your eyes and return to your day. Every morning for the next 20 days, close your eyes and visualize your plant. Take notice of its growth each morning, visualizing it getting bigger and wider with each passing day. Once again, visualize feeding your plants with water and sun and thank it for creating such hearty expansion within your soul. On the 21st day, visualize your plant once more, but this time harvest its growth. Visualize picking its flowers or cutting its leaves, all the while thanking it for supporting you and the growth of your goals. Repeat this practice whenever you wish to see more physical growth in your daily life, all right? Or you could just really plant a plant and watch it grow. I do that every morning. That's the first thing after, taking care of my kids when they get up is I go check on all my plant babies out in the yard and check my garden and see what's grown overnight. And it is crazy, literally, to see overnight how much can grow. All right, the next oracle we used was the Universal Folk. Little Fae folks. Get a message from your little fairy ancestors. You had number 4, which was crystalline. That's a little picture on there. I don't know if you can see it. It's really cute. The keywords are energy, wonder, alive, and beauty. The crystal associated with this is the amethyst. And I had just happened to be marinating my Mother Mary deck with a giant hunk of raw amethyst over here. The energy and synergy of nature and all things that manifest will point to a greater communication with self. Be gently aware of the subtle energies in all things and be in wonder of creation. The girl accepts the wonderful gifts of nature, the company of our silent sentient beings, the power of amethyst and citrine to balance higher and lower vibrations, and the spectrum of the rainbow touching down to light the earth. These are all great reminders of the perception and vision for our glorious senses to work with. It is time to celebrate the aliveness and energies vibrating through our cosmos. Bring awareness into each observation today. All right? And then I pulled you 3 cards from the Enchanted Map, and then I clarified them with the Wild Unknown, but I'm just going to read you the Enchanted Map ones here, and if you want to see the clarification, go watch the original. It says, you had 7 into the unknown. Trust and all will be revealed. It says upright, meaning life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. This is one of those times. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. The reversed meaning, inexperience plus overconfidence can lead you into a dangerous situation for which you're unprepared. Always remember that wisdom comes from experience. Keep an open mind and enter this part of your journey with alert eyes. Don't assume that you know this territory. You may not recognize what is hidden by camouflage. This is not a time for careless adventure. All right? I keep having this fear that I'm going to step on like a copperhead or a cottonmouth in my yard. Ugh. 'Cause I'm like in South Georgia, like by the coast, like nearby Savannah and like swampy territory, and they are everywhere, all over my neighborhood, everywhere. Yikes. Say a prayer for your girl. Knock some wood for that. All right, you also had 33 peaks of joy. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Upright joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you will be happy with the results. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. Reversed meaning, it says, do you rely too heavily on your material achievements when you assess how happy you are? Perhaps you say, I'll be happy when I meet the right lover, or make the right amount of money, or reach my ideal weight, and so on. Why wait to arrive at the perfect destination before allowing yourself to experience sheer delight? This is a day for joy. Take a walk, listen to the songbirds, scratch a kitty's head, play with a dog, look at a baby, and be in awe of life, which leads you to a true sense of bliss. Be alive, be grateful, and know that happiness is an inside job. You also had 34, spark. You are a clear channel for divine creativity. Whoa, thank you for that message. Upright. There is a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. Open yourself to inspiration and allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea, start a new relationship or job, or begin any endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences and join with you in expressing the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn to a flame and stoking that fire is gratifying activity. Reversed, sometimes your fire gets doused by others who don't want you to be all that you can be. In that case, you need to move away from the water, lest things get too damp. The spark card in reverse position may also indicate that you're allowing yourself to be so consumed by a thought, feeling, or situation that you're in danger of becoming completely burned out. Compulsion and impulsiveness must be tempered now. Rest by a warm fire. Let things die down a bit. Then you'll see if the true spark will still be there. If not, you can always light another fire at another time. All right? So yeah, that's that. All right? Next we had, you pulled insects from the weird little gory Fantod pack, but I read this book for you in your reading, so go check it out there. It was a really funny message. The two more we had the Hedge Witch Spell Oracle, Enchanted Spell. You guys pulled success. All right, I love that. Let's see. Number 7. Oh, no. That's not number 7. That's just the 7th placing. What am I talking about? Success. All right. And there she is. Can you see her? Success, triumph, achievement, rewards. The alder tree. Somebody else pulled this. I want to say cat, maybe. The alder tree favors wet, swampy soil to thrive in. Oh, that's why I moved here. I live in the swamp. I just said that. The lesson of the alder is triumph against all the odds. In medieval times, the flowers were crushed to make a beautiful green dye for clothes and is said to have strong associations with the fairy folk. Alder's magical properties see it being used for spells to create success in business and study. I'm going to go plant one of these in my yard. Symbolism of the card. The priestess of success stands surrounded by a botanical wheel containing the alders, trees, catkins, seed pods, and leaves. She is smiling and clothed in turquoise, the color associated with the spring equinox, which is Ostara, which is one of the decks that I used in your reading on the main channel. A time of balance and discovery that is celebrated between March 18th through April 14th in the Northern Hemisphere. Beside her is the Alder's spirit animal, the hawk, who represents victory. Divination. When the success card appears, be assured that a personal or business success is on the way. You have worked hard and laid the groundwork. You have sowed the seeds, and soon the rewards will appear. Keep your language positive and your confidence high. Expect the best to happen, and it will. Just as the spring equinox is a time of balance, of day and night at equal length, so your diligence and persistence will be balanced by achievement. Green leaf success spell. To bring the energy of sweet success to a venture or project, try this simple alder leaf spell. Take a green candle, an alder leaf, a silver coin, and a piece of green paper. Light the candle and write your vision of success on the paper. Go into detail about all the wonderful things that you would like to happen after all of your hard work. Wrap the alder leaf and silver coin in the green paper and keep them in your study or office. Light the green candle periodically and know that success is on its way, Scorpio. Final message from Mother Mary. You had Our Lady of Radiant Grace. And there were several signs, I feel like, that had that one. It says, the descent of my grace changes everything. Your body, your mind, and your soul are brought to life in new ways, and freedom opens up to you. Can you release your familiarity with and attachment to old ways of being? Can you release your expectation of enslavement and control? You are my child. When you place your trust in me, I allow no one to harm you, nothing to confine your spirit. You are free to live wildly and expansively. There shall be no prison for your soul, beloved of mine. Your soul shall be in love with the earth and fly free. Like an animal that has been wounded and must learn to release aggression and distrust in order to know love and tenderness, we too must learn how to trust again and again. The nature of modern culture is that it tries to kill the soul and break the spirit. We are pushed and prodded into fitting into stereotypes, trying to lose your dinosaur, Scorpio, humbled into believing that we are not enough just as we are, and manipulated into believing we must buy our way into status in order to have worth. The body is humiliated by comparisons and judgments, and the spirit is derided by beliefs that if you cannot see or touch it physically, then it isn't real. You aren't in the real world if you believe in spiritual matters, and you are delusional and naive if you aim to live from love rather than from scarcity, power games, and fear. This is part of the test of being human. We were born to rise above these humiliations and disparagements, to become stronger than them, wiser than them. In doing so, we help liberate others as well, showing the way, a more authentic and healing way to live. We were born not to fear our bodies and deny our spirits, but to love the earth and fly with the wings of the Holy Mother's grace. Even with powerful and marvelous wings upon our back and the perfect current in the air through which that we can soar into freedom and exhilaration, if we don't trust enough to leap, all that comes to nothing. To live in our divine destiny, which is so much nobler, more compassionate, kind, emotionally rich, creative, and rebellious than modern cultures would have us believe, we need to trust. We need to trust that we are enough and that we are worthy of receiving. This is not some misplaced sense of entitlement or belief that the world owes us, or that suffering of others only matters, if at all, when we have all of our needs met. The spiritual grace of the Holy Mother does not revolve around immature tantrums of thwarted egos. The ability to receive what this oracle speaks of requires the genuine, heart-centered realization that the divine lives and breathes as us and wants to come into full expression through all that we are, unique talents and quirky visions included. For this trust to manifest and for us to be freed from self-imposed prisons that would lock us into fearful doubt and confusion, we need the radiant grace of Our Lady. That radiant grace is sunlight cutting through the cloud and illuminating the earth in golden light. That grace is the joyful gasp that erupts from your lips when you witness a spontaneous, beautiful moment in the natural world. That is the grace that lifts us. We see that the door on the cage we once believed ourselves to be locked within is actually not locked at all. That grace is the chutzpah that we need to kick the door open and dare to step outside. It is the Divine Mother standing on the other side of the unlocked cage door that we have just kicked open, beckoning us to join her. She stands there in a lush field of wildflowers, hair blowing in the wind, calling to us. She says, "Come here, beloved of mine, step into this wild world with me." I just got Wild World by Cat Stevens. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by. Smile. Yeah. Oh, I love that song. Anyways, come here, beloved of mine, step into this wild world with me. We have so much to share together, and with the rest of the world, let's go rattle some cages. Freedom awaits all of my children. This oracle comes to you at the time when, whether you are conscious of it or not, a greater spiritual embodiment is upon you. This will take great courage to accept. You will not necessarily feel in control or understand some of the changes in relationships and life circumstances that happen as a result of this greater divine presence manifesting within your being. These changes are manifesting through the Mother's grace and allow you to be free. Remember that freedom does not mean being alone. Freedom comes with a sense of living your destiny without obstruction. That will include having deep and connected relationships that feed and nourish the soul. Allow the Mother to flow into your heart and to be with you and to trust what is unfolding now through her radiant grace. The healing process and affirmation, it says, you feel the dark red earth beneath your feet and it feels solid and supportive. Shout out to that Georgia red clay. A warm breeze moves about your body and the light is golden. You sense Mother Mary standing beside you, dressed in red robes flecked with gold. She smiles at you as though you are her oldest friend and passes you the edge of her thick red cape. The cape is heavy and strong, and as you hold it, the warm breeze turns into a strong wind. Together you run like children and leap into the air, lifted and free. Stay with this sensation for as long as feels good for you. When you are ready, your feet gently touch the ground once more. The rich red earth beneath your feet feels solid and supportive. Finish the healing process with this affirmation read aloud, preferably 3 times. The radiant grace of the Holy Mother Mary lives within my heart, freeing my body and soul to thrive. I open now to the fulfillment of my spiritual destiny through her grace. The end, Scorpio. Beautiful cards and reading for you. Please go check out the long one on my channel. And if you guys want that personal reading, hit me up. My info's in the description box below. I love you, Scorpio. You truly are mommy's favorite. Always and forever. Bye.